Now it's that time of the year when many of us enjoy our favourite food and drink in the great outdoors.
And in great quantities, but that can come with some hidden risks, which could give you an unwelcome Christmas present of food poisoning. Food writer Dani Valent joins us now to share her food safety tips. No, she's not brought us poisoning today. You've brought us advice. Good morning.
I brought you advice. I didn't want to bring in some bacteria to start your day off with the wrong sort of bang. So at this time of year, we're eating a lot, we're getting together and eating, and we're eating in different ways. So eating a lot outdoors, we're filling up our fridges, we're just packing them, and a lot of these circumstances can cause danger. So 1 in 6 of us will have food poisoning every year, and this is the time of year that many of us will succumb.
OK, now we've got a list of food safety tips we can show to our viewers. We might go through them because it's very instructive at this time of year for people to know what to do and, more importantly, what not to do. Starting with cleaning, which should be second nature to lots of people.
Look, it's basic stuff, but it's stuff that's easy to forget. So cleaning, first of all, it's our hands. So it's really washing our hands really well and drying them properly. Sometimes we're out and about, so as part of your picnic kit, I would recommend having a little tub of the hand sanitizer and really using that properly and encouraging other people to do it. Because, of course, a lot of people get involved with the cooking and the serving of food at this time of year, and, we need everyone to apply the same food hygiene rules.
And then going through that list, we had separate.
Yeah, so separation. So that's really important, especially with meats. So if we're packing the fridge or the esky, we want to have the raw meats down the bottom of the fridge. So if there's any escaping juices, they do not drip onto our salad.
And cooking and chilling, how do they come in?
So cooking, we're mostly talking about meats in this scenario and about eggs, which are really a risk for salmonella.
So don't make mayonnaise at home, in other words.
Look, some food authorities say buy mayonnaise, buy aioli. I mean, I love DIY, so I wouldn't perhaps go that far. I think
I'm
we're
making
still allowed
my own mayonnaise, forget it.
I appreciate that, Virginia, and I'm going to be making mine as well, but it's all about making sure that it's chilled. So that danger zone, we're talking about chilled as well, between 5 degrees and 60 degrees, that's the temperatures in which bacteria will multiply rapidly. So we can go from one bacteria to millions within a few hours.
It's a huge challenge because, of course, as you say, you prepare the food, you put it out on the table, whether it be indoors or outdoors, it's going to sit there for quite some time.
Yep.
The other side of it is that a lot of that food actually is better when it's served at room temperature anyway.
It is.
And that's part of the whole sort of pleasure of the food that you're serving. Getting that balance right is such a challenge.
It is a challenge. So it can be about replenishing from the fridge from time to time. So we've all seen at parties where you've got that massive tub of dip and the carrots have gone in, the crackers have gone in, there's little bits here and there. You don't know who's double dipped, probably great Aunt Zelda. But what you can do is to replenish bit by bit from the esky or from the fridge, and it looks more attractive, and we can just, clean it and have a fresh tub to serve.
You've been sitting, you've had your Christmas lunch, the big ham is sitting on the table, people have lunch, people get up and talk and socialise. How long should you keep meat in particular outside of a fridge before you either put it in the fridge or don't touch it?
Yeah, so a couple of hours for meats, and it is about how it's been stored previously. So, for example, if you've got your ham, or let's say you've cooked some chicken wings before you go somewhere. So yes, cook them, but cool them before you transport them. So if they're sitting in a cooler bag and they've been chilled nicely before you've travelled, they haven't been festering in the car, then it's safer. But certainly after something's been out for 4 hours, ditch it.
Okay. And what are the must-not-dos? Are there some food items, we mentioned mayonnaise and aioli, and you and I have an argument with that, but are there some food items that are just simply too risky to do over a longer eating period on Christmas Day?
I mean, it is about those raw eggs and those meats. So other raw egg dishes, let's say tiramisu or chocolate mousse, that can be a bit of a danger. So one safety tip about that is if you know you've got someone who wants to bring something to your gathering and they're coming from a few hours away, ask them to bring the crackers. Okay. Not the tiramisu. If you've got someone coming from down the street, love you to bring the tiramisu, that's great, because you can get it into the fridge, and make sure there's room in the fridge. So our fridges do get overloaded. There are some things you can actually take out of the fridge. So sauces that have got vinegars in them, whole fruits and vegetables, they can sit out of the fridge quite happily.
They go in the esky box with the ice.
Yeah, or they can even sit on the bench or on the table, or tucked away somewhere. Get the drinks certainly in the bath, the old tub of ice, perfect, and keep room in the fridge for those things that do need to stay in the safe zone.
You're a font of great advice, although I am disappointed you didn't bring food. Did do know the mornings you come on, I don't eat breakfast because I
thought-
know Dani is
yeah.
always going to bring some food
I
for
knew,
me.
Like grubs.
yeah, I knew that you'd be very sad,
I'm
but
very
I thought
sad.
you'd be sadder if I brought in a like mangy old tub of hummus just to show you what bad food
I
looked
love
like.
hummus. I'd give it a go.
A tub of salmonella for him next time, please.
It's coming, no problem.
Danny, thanks so much.
Have a happy Christmas, by the way.
Well, I'll see you before Christmas.
Oh, right,
but,
okay.
I'll see you in a couple of weeks to talk about Christmas, what's happening on Christmas tables.
Oh, excellent.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Danny, thank you.
Thank you.